Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Titleist Musings and today I have a brand new unboxing for you. I'm going to be unboxing Enhypen's new Walk the Line Goyang package as well as showing you the Weverse pre-order benefits. Now I want to preface the start of this video with something that I've never really prefaced with before, which is that I'm going to be a little bit harsh on this review. I am not sponsored by Weverse. I buy all this stuff myself, and I noticed kind of a lot of things with this package that I haven't noticed in other tour videos. I want to give you as honest as a review as possible, so I'll be talking about the good and the bad, as well as whether I think it was worth the money I spent on it. So as we get into the unboxing, I will just be showing the different objects, different pictures, photo books, etc. on camera. You can watch it while I talk over it, but I will be trying to give you as honest a review as possible. Before I was a YouTuber, I was somebody who watched a lot of unboxings, and it always drove me crazy when people weren't being completely honest about how these products were, and I have a lot to say about this product. So again, I'm going to break this video up into sections, and we'll be going over all of it. So the very first thing that I want to talk about that I was disappointed with is the photo books. Now, I knew when I ordered this, I ordered it from Weverse, I knew that the photo books were going to be smaller, and of course that makes sense because you get 5 sections in the merch package, but these photo books were really disappointing. I think I got maybe 2 to 3 images per member per photo book, and there are only 3 photo books in this, so you're getting only a total of about 6 to 9 images per member. Which, again, it's not terrible. The photos themselves are fine. There's nothing wrong with the quality of the photos. The photo book holds together really well. The paper texture is nice. But I spent close to about $75 on this. I got it from Weverse Global, so I paid like the $44 in US dollars, I mean. I paid the $44 to buy the product, and then I spent between like $26 to $30 to ship it. So it's not a cheap product to get by any means, particularly in this economy, and I just think that there could have been a lot more done with the photo books. I think the photo books should have been a little bit bigger for the price. This poster, however, though, was one of my favorite things. This poster is phenomenal. Now we're moving on to section 2, and I thought that this was actually going to be like separate little photo books that came apart. It's not. They're all stapled together, so you need to be very careful when opening these so you don't stretch them out too much. As far as this section goes, I don't really have any complaints. Like I said, the parts at the front and the back, these kind of folder parts, they are stapled together, and the staples don't feel entirely secure. It almost feels like you can pull the pages out, but that's not so much of a problem. Again, you just need to be a little bit careful when reading it. I really liked this photo book. This was actually my favorite photo book that we got. This is Beyond the Line. It may also be my favorite because it has Lucifer, and we all know I'm a Lucifer truther. I liked this photo book a lot. I thought that there was a good variety of pictures. Being able to have multiple different shots of each member was really cool. I love that J picture, of course. Of course, it wouldn't be a video if I was not talking about a J picture. My second kind of complaint is kind of a random one. I was looking at the outbox. First of all, my outbox did come a bit damaged. I'm not super worried about that. It is what it is. But I've never gotten an outbox from Weverse that has been damaged before. It was just like the sides were pulling away. But this is more of an aesthetic complaint. The front of the outbox is actually like a crossword, and when you get your package, it comes in like an X shape. And I kind of thought that was going to spell out like Walk the Line or something, instead of just being a bunch of random letters. That, again, is not, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just more of an aesthetic thing I noticed that I was kind of thinking was a missed opportunity on the part of Weverse. But again, totally just me being a little bit nitpicky there. It would have just been so cool to be able to do like a little crossword on the front of your outbox. I do, though, for what it's worth, love the style of the photo books. I think that this kind of classified folder thing is something that we should have seen when Dark Moon Memorabilia came out last year. I love this style so much. I'm so glad that that's what they went with. So now we're starting to get into the kind of third part of the video, the Serenade for Engine part. And this is the part where I want to talk about how I don't really like some of the goodies that we got with this. The posters I think are super duper cool. I obviously already showed you one. This is the second poster that you get. I like the fact that the backs are white, so you can either have, them on the front if you want to show that off, or if you want something a little more subtle, the backs are very nice. The reason I say I don't like the goodies, these message cards are amazing. They have different languages on them, so it's super cool not to always have to translate, but it's also super cool to kind of see them branching out as they become more popular. But the thing I don't like about the merch is so much of it is double-sided. You really have to pick and choose what you want to show. So like these message cards, I don't really know what people can do with these, particularly fans that do like to have that stuff on display. If you're a fan that doesn't display it, this is totally fine. These are cool things to have, and even if you are a fan that displays them, they're still cool. I think it's probably one of the coolest things that we've gotten from a tour part. But I just think that making everything double-sided makes it really hard for fans who want to kind of put that up and display that, because you're going to have to give up one thing or another. I will save the last con of this for the end, but let's go over some things that I really like about this pack. First of all, breaking these packs up into different little parts and sections is so cool. That, I don't know why they haven't done this sooner. That was phenomenal. I think this is such a good idea. It makes it feel like you're kind of getting to do multiple unboxings inside of a big unboxing, which I really like. And I also like the fact that it kind of gives fans who might like one outfit or the other, it gives them kind of a wide range of choice. Like I said, I wish there were more photos in the photo book, but the photo book quality is very good. Another thing that I really liked about this, I liked the variety of the merch goodies that we get. Like I said, those message cards are super cool. Just because I'm saying that you have to then pick between the front or the back doesn't mean I don't love them. I think those message cards are so cool. You also get the scratch card. I'd actually already filmed this once before and it didn't save, so it does come ready for you to scratch off. I could do it with a fingernail. It was super easy to get off, but this is what mine said, and I just think that the variety of the merch is really nice in this pack. So I want to give a big heads up on this, that this may not be a problem for everyone, but it was a huge con for me, and that is the fact that this is yet again another product that only has a digicode. Now, I will preach till the day I die that it is better to own your physical media. We are actually seeing things like this. I'm a gamer, so within the game industry, you're seeing kind of things about you buy a digital code, you don't own the product. It goes the same for Weverse, and it would be kind of stupid of me to not bring that up and to warn you about that. I know that a lot of people are going to probably watch this on their Weverse account on their laptop or their phone. That's probably where I'm going to have to watch this, because I used to watch it on the TV app. They basically said they were phasing the TV app out, which is fine, but I tried to do kind of what they say is like the next best thing, which is AirPlay it or Google Cast it or whatever to your TV. And when you do that, you cannot have subtitles. So for the concert, that doesn't really matter. I can go back and kind of watch the different ments on my phone and then have the subtitles. But if you're trying to like watch this on the TV and I'll put it on the TV, get my light stick out, get dressed up. If you're trying to make it a fun thing, just be aware that with the digicodes and them taking the TV app off of like Samsung TVs, Apple TVs, etc., you will not be able to access the subtitles. So again, if you watch it on the phone or a laptop, you won't have that issue, but in the sanctity of trying to be an honest reviewer, I wanted you to be very aware of that. As for the merch that I was looking at in this section, this is a little one-size-fits-most bracelet. I'm on the smaller side for wrists, so this really does move down my forearm, but again, it's a super cute little bracelet. I really like the fact that we got it. And I liked the little flip card. Again, I don't really know what to do with it because it's double-sided. Usually I display it, but I think I'm just going to leave it in the photo book for now. But the merch I think was really cool. I liked the variety of different photos that we got, and this bracelet was just a fun little touch to go along with your digicode. So for the very last part of the video, I'm going to be telling you that I do not recommend this pack. It is the first time I've ever said that. We're looking here at the Weverse pre-order benefits as well, which I also think are kind of a loss. They have a perforated edge you can kind of bend and snap off if you want to make them photo cards, but then you're kind of destroying the merch, so I don't really get what to do with these either. I do not think that this is worth the money I spent on it, if I'm being completely honest. Speaking specifically to my US viewers, because I know that's where a majority of my viewers are from, but this also goes to anybody else outside of Korea, you are going to be spending quite a lot of money on this. I mean, again, US side, you're going to be spending anywhere from, you know, $60 to $90, $100. For this pack, that is crazy overpriced. I would at a maximum say that this pack itself should have cost maybe $30, and maybe you had your kind of $20 shipping that seems to be standard, but $75 to $100 is crazy money for this. The biggest letdown, I think, is the content that you actually get the merch. If you're buying this for the tour as well, if all you want is to watch the tour, $75 for a tour DVD or a tour digicode, I think is outrageous pricing. And I get that prices are going up, I get the economy, I get all of that, but that's more why I want to get that point across to you that this is the first purchase I've ever regretted from Weverse. Again, I think the concept is cool, I love the style and all that, but it could have been so much better. And it absolutely is not $75 worth of quality or product. But with that said, I will love and leave you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.